All right, friends, let's get real. We all have a yearning for abundance, a life overflowing with joy, connection, and the things that truly matter. But sometimes that yearning gets buried beneath the clutter, the physical clutter in our homes, the emotional clutter in our hearts, and the limiting beliefs that hold us back. Vulnerability is the birthplace of connection, and I say that letting go is also the birthplace of abundance. Imagine a cluttered room. There's no space for new furniture, no room for creativity to flow. The same goes for our lives. We can't attract abundance if we're clinging to the past, to negativity, to things that no longer serve us. That's where the daring act of decluttering comes in. It's about clearing space, physically, emotionally, and mentally. It's about challenging our limiting beliefs, letting go of toxic relationships, and releasing pent-up emotions. It's not always easy, but it's a necessary first step on the path to abundance. We all carry around limiting beliefs, those nagging voices that whisper, "You're not good enough," or "You don't deserve abundance." These beliefs are like cobwebs in the corners of our minds, catching dust and blocking our light. So, shine a light on them. Challenge those negative narratives. Remind yourself of your worth, your strength, your capacity for abundance. And let's be honest, some relationships are just energy vampires. They drain us, they criticize us, they leave us feeling empty. Set boundaries. It's okay to let go of connections that no longer serve you. This doesn't mean burning bridges. It just means being honest with yourself and the other person about what you need. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who celebrate your victories, who encourage you to become the best version of yourself. Now, this is where it gets very real. We all have emotional baggage, hurt feelings, past rejections, unfulfilled dreams, failures that weigh us down and try to drag us back to some of our worst times, our worst hours. But holding on to these emotions only chains us to the past. Here's the thing, you can't move on to a life of joy and abundance if you're still carrying around the dead weight of anger, resentment, and sadness. It's not about letting someone off the hook, about approving of bad behavior. It's about releasing yourself from the burden of negativity. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and release those emotions. Release it to God. It's time to clear some space for joy. So you've decluttered your beliefs, your relationships, and your emotions. You've created a space, a vacuum, a fertile ground for abundance to flow. Now, what do you put in there? What do you fill that space with? Cultivate deep, meaningful connections with people who share your values and support your journey. Be vulnerable. Share your authentic self and connect with people on a heart level. Remember, 100 shallow friendships cannot and will not fill the void of one true connection. Our deepest connections are not limited to those immediately around us. We all need a sense of belonging to a bigger community, a village that supports and uplifts us. Volunteer your skills, share your resources, and contribute to your community. You'll be surprised by the abundance that flows back to you when you give freely. A life of abundance is a life filled with a purpose, a sense of direction that gets you out of bed in the morning. Think about what lights you up, what makes you feel fulfilled. Don't be afraid to experiment, to take risks, and to follow your curiosity. Your purpose may be a lifelong pursuit, but the journey itself is an investment worth making. The most valuable currency of all is vulnerability. Be vulnerable enough to connect with others, to pursue your purpose, and to open yourself to joy. It's through vulnerability that we build trust, not just with others, but with yourself. Share experiences, create authentic relationships. Until you're vulnerable with others, you will carry an imposter syndrome that will follow you to the grave. Let go of the need for perfection and invest in your imperfections. Embrace your vulnerability, your quirks, the things about you that are not perfect. These are the things that make you who you are. Most importantly, invest in self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and to others. Challenges are inevitable. Setbacks will happen, but don't let them derail you. Forgive yourself, learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward. The path to abundance is a daring journey. It requires vulnerability, courage, and a willingness to let go. But the rewards are immeasurable. A life rich in love, meaning, and the abundance that comes from truly living. So, my friends, dare to declutter, dare to invest, dare to be vulnerable, embrace the messiness, the imperfections, and the beautiful journey of becoming your most abundant self. Thank you.